What do you do when a dead whale washes on the shore? Good afternoon. So, I live in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a real estate broker, real estate agent. We concentrate on helping buyers and sellers in the local marketplace, but I do check every once in a while out there in the world of news, and I've come across something that is quite fascinating to me. What do you do when a whale has died and washed up on your private beach? Whose problem is that? Is it the homeowner? No. Apparently, it's the homeowners association. Don't believe me? Let's go to the story and take a look. Stench from decaying whale carcass leaving some Plymouth residents frustrated. This is out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's a hard sight to stomach. A dead whale has been decaying for 2 weeks on a private Plymouth beach, and the people who live there say the stench is getting to be unbearable. The rotting smell is so putrid, the neighbors living in the ocean air estates say they are forced to close their windows and stay inside. It really is like really, really, really terrible seafood times. I don't know a million. Says this woman who says she can smell the dead whale inside her home. It's so bad, and it just carries in the air and in the wind. Residents say the 21-foot-long minke whale, which I didn't know there was such a thing, a minke whale, washed up on the shore on July 18th. An animal welfare crew was then called in to examine the carcass. So is there like a 911 for whales? They told us, please don't have anybody touch this whale because we haven't determined the cause of death yet. Now, if it were me, I would instantly just poke it. Tell me not to do something. It could have had some kind of infectious disease that could be harmful to humans. Well, that's not good. In the 17 days since the whale's arrival, no one has come to remove the body. So they're like, hey, don't touch this. It could be dangerous. And then they went home. Since the whale did not wash up on a town or state beach, it's up to the homeowners association to get rid of it. People might take it to the next level of trying to get rid of it themselves by burning or cutting it up. So I do think that becomes a public health concern. I do too. I think that if you have a dead, rotting whale on the beach, it's a public health issue. I'm not so much worried about people trying to get rid of it themselves, because it's been sitting there for 17 days, and apparently it smells so bad now, it's just a disaster. It says officials from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are working with the Homeowners Association as they work to get proper permits, find a contractor to cart the whale away, and organize a drop at the Bourne landfill. So apparently they're just going to take this whale, pick it up with a crane, and take it to the landfill. But you need permits. Until then, people living nearby are holding their noses but not their breaths. We're kind of left in the dark and left with the smell. There is no date yet on when the whale will be removed. The association will be responsible for the cost. Now that is terrible. Can you imagine? Dead whale washed up on the shore. I had some thoughts. I had some questions I wanted to go over them with you. Number one, we hammer on HOAs when there's overreach. But we should also celebrate the things that HOAs have to deal with from time to time. Now, maybe there's many coastal HOAs that deal with dead whales all the time. I don't know. But this is the first I've heard of it. Now, my understanding would be, as far as the HOA is, everyone would be responsible for picking up the cost, depending on how many people are in that HOA. Now, how much is it going to cost to remove the whale? I mean, you've got to get permits to move a dead whale? Seriously. If the animal welfare group was so concerned about it getting moved, why did it let it sit to rot for 2 weeks on the beach? You'd think they'd have something to do with it. I was curious as how it was determined who owns the dead whale. Is the dead whale in a common area of the beach, or is it someone's property? I don't live near a beach, so I have no idea. I don't know. You go to the beach, I don't know if it's a private beach or public beach or anything. I don't know on the ownership. But, this is one of those things that you never think of when searching for a property to purchase on the beachfront. The less than timely removal of a whale carcass by the HOA. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Yeah, so What do you think your HOA would be tasked to do? I've thought about this now. I mean, like if a dead deer falls on your property, this is more like what I would be involved with. Would the HOA be responsible for removing it? Would you need a permit? I just don't know. This isn't something that happens in St. Louis. What do you think? Not a long video, not a long podcast today. Just tell me what you think of the story in general. I'm fascinated by it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.